Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode about Kieran Pavlan and Hakeem with their, binds. So right now we are going into European competition again. Tottenham are gonna play AZ Alkmaar. While how you think about
Chelsea are play Copenhagen, if I say it
Yeah, that's
pronounce.
our
Yeah.
team from Denmark. So Chelsea travel to Denmark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same. Tottenham are going Netherlands. So you fit tell me not see lineup it with how you would want Chelsea to line up with Copenhagen, like how your team look.
Yeah, so well, now this game more than one Chelsea go. Similar lineup from the last game. Southampton game did much better than the previous Aston Villa game. Chelsea win. It was a 4-0 or something like that. Them win.
Yeah,
So me
Chelsea
can't so
team.
me can't really complain. The game they did much better. Much better, much more fighting spirit, much more energy. So this game me I look for a win just the same. Well in I lineup, me I look for Reece James. Similar formation as to where the team play in our last game. Me I look for a win from the game the same way. Me I look for a win from this game. And also when I have couple player come back from injury same way, Body Shield and Sanchez go start in a goal most definitely. So the lineup on me I work for tomorrow is Gusto right back, Tosin Adibayo, same as start.
We're gonna put the lineup right or so, yeah? So
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Tosin Adibayo start. Me I go with Body Shield, centre back come back in a game and catch rhythm. Left back, me I go with Cucurella. Centre mid and holding mid. Me I go with CM James and Caicedo as holding midfielder. And Enzo a little bit forward over them attacking. So me I predict a 4-3-3 formation just the same.
You still
So a
want to
three
see Christopher
midfielder them.
Nkunku on the bench?
Eh?
Yeah, you think if we start this game, Christopher Nkunku?
In Kunkin up, him play much better last game. Him play much better last game. Me personally think. Even though him still can do a little better, but him play much better last game. More than give him a next start and see
So you
yeah,
say
if
Reece
him a,
James though. Who you would have take out of the starting lineup to bring in back Reece James?
well, Reece James did always in our lineup, in our last lineup, where we did predict. Reece James did in our last
Oh,
lineup, just to
oh,
see him.
oh, oh,
As
oh,
holding midfielder and Malo Gusto as right back.
oh, that's what you say.
Yeah.
So
And then Enzo Fernandez attacking. Up top may have Neto as a false nine. Cole Palmer on the right. And Nkunku on the left.
so
Sanchez in
Sancho
a
you
goal.
do it. So
Mm.
Jadon Sancho, you take out the starting lineup.
Yeah,
Jadon
so me take
Sancho,
out Jadon Sancho and Philip. Me take out Jadon Sancho, Levi Colwell, Philip Jurgensen. And me start Rob Sanchez in a goal. Me start Body Shield coming back from injury instead of Levi Colwell. Start Nkunku out wide instead of Jadon Sancho. So them there three change them.
Alright,
Mm-hmm.
so you follow Copenhagen though, like for me, in Denmark, me I want Michelin. FC Michelin that the club of me support in Denmark. We win it 2024 with Joe Sung Cho, that are the main player for Denmark. Him not playing none at all this season. Him been injured from the season start. So I like Adam Boxer and all of them play the carry it for Michelin. You know anything about Copenhagen?
No, not necessarily. Me just know say me want 3 points tomorrow.
Or with
Mm.
with them with like Danish football, they mainly play like three at the back, three striker. When I say striker, I mean like striker, three centre forward. Like with Copenhagen, that are the biggest rival for Michelin. Right now, them above Michelin because Chicho just a come back from injury, and like them last when before like now, them would have start Adam Boxer, Francolino, Jew, one bag of players were just out and out centre forward. So like for when me think it's gonna be an interesting game to see how Chelsea break down FC Mitchell Copenhagen, yeah. Them the never
Mhm.
player named Rudy Badarji, one Swedish player. Him out though, him out too. Them have him out too. So that's kind of bad right now. Yeah, I said though, like
So me think Chelsea we I go come up with a much better game this game. Why? Because them bring back a bunch of player that they never have in a this conference league. So they register a couple player like Palmer and couple more experienced players. So them real this a more serious part I run now. So me I look forward for a strong starting 11 still.
yeah, so over my side, Tottenham go AZ,
Netherlands.
yeah, AZ Alkmaar with Netherlands and stuff, and the formation I mean I pick it forward up, is like for me right now a 4-3-3 unused, like so much players that come back would have only start Christian Romero, the main reason contract talks I start for him now. And may I say Christian Romero are the next captain for Tottenham after H. Min Son, So if you see him come back in a European game, if you say, that way Tottenham feel look for win with him as the next captain. We can't even win it right now with H. Min Son, So the main reason why me would I want to see Christian start over and Mickey Van de Ven have to start, because two of them are come back from injury. We don't want to see the two of them start same time and then the cycle repeat. So me see what I do, right back and left back, may I use Pedro Porro and S Jet Spence. Jet Spence, him get a lot of fight out with how him career go at Tottenham. Him get loaned out multiple times. Coaches never rate him. The Leeds and the Genoa, all of them players is there. And him just to get back a rhythm in a Tottenham. All the way Tottenham fans love Destiny Udaji. Right now though, him just a come back to full fitness and based on him game, me more confident with of the three fullbacks where Tottenham have, me more confident with Destiny Udogie on the bench because we know say when him come on the field it's like the game change based on him physicality and how direct he is, A midfield three, only
So
two.
who you would pair as the centre back?
Oh, Kevin Danso and Christian Romero. Kevin
Okay.
Danso and Christian Romero. That are the new centre back who we signed from
Yeah.
RC
Lens.
Lens in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, him. Then the midfield three now this away it cause just like Chelsea, a lot of Tottenham players are come back now, Majority are cause the European competition will start, players them are get fit again and ready to go again. My midfield may only pick two players and that are Agri, Archie Gray and James Madison, yeah. So who would have pivot them two players there with? Me say that up to Ang, So it would have been between Yves Bissouma, Lucas Bergval, or Massa Pape Matassar, Rodrigo Bentancur did it too. me think Bentancur the best player to close the game out of all of the midfield options that we have. So I don't see him as a starter, I see him as a finisher. And them three players there, Eves, Bergval, or Massa Pape, ideally prepare with Archie and James because even worse now, Kulusevski out with ankle injury, so yeah, I want to see a more dynamic midfield where we get the ball out, running, the front three, H. Minson, my captain, of course, has to start. T. Mattis, like now that Kulusevski is out with ankle injury. Alright, let's see what T. Mattis has to show me in Europe and would appear
T.
put
Mattis.
Matistel. Yeah. Yeah, the view from Bayern Munich.
Yeah, me know him
Team,
as Mattis still. Me not sure about T. Mattis, so me kinda get lost.
oh, well, that's why me call him T Mattis, cause him a transfer from being a Bayern Munich player to a Tottenham player. So him a forgetting of the Tottenham culture. And in a Tottenham a T Mattis him be. And a Mattis still. Mattis still a the Bayern Munich player. So Tottenham loan him now. And me as a T Mattis, and that a one would have been at Tottenham as the number 11 with over on the right. And that, T Mattis, him more, from what I see so far, him like to get the ball out wide and running behind, with all of that. Brennan are the ideal player. So Brennan over right does a wait for the overlap or wait for the run there. With T Mattis and Son over on the next side, as you can see, because it is like the team more because Tottenham free flowing, the players them always rotate and stuff. So that's how I would line up my level with, Guvika, G Vicario in goal. So with how me do my thing, all of my players them have a nickname from me because yeah, that's very important. That's very important, So if we're going to play against AZ Alkmaar, we are playing against a team with a business within our summer. That are Troy Parrots, that are the main forward, and me never follow him much. He might go on good though, because he is an ex-Tottenham player. Every time him score a goal, it dep on my timeline and stuff. So him dep on 12 goals from 24 games. Troy Parrots, and AZ Alkmaar go on with him because I'm looking on them table. Oh. Well, them they now a Europa League spot now, so I never follow them up in the Dutch League. Me a PSV Eindhoven, that are a team of me carrying in the Dutch League. Joey Verman and Luke De Jong, all them players there, shouting, all of them players there. So I know it's gonna be an exciting game. Me now go watch
But
it
PSV, them get 7-1 yesterday, right?
from Arsenal, them and Arsenal play. Them never have any intention to go further.
Oh.
When anybody play against Arsenal, them teams that them not gonna show up against Arsenal. At the big games, Arsenal losing, when them actually have to face real opponents, that are Arsenal.
Yeah.
Real Madrid and Atletico game.
So your team tomorrow, right? Against AZ Alkmaar. Yeah, what you think about? What are your chances of winning that game? What you think about that game?
Ideally, from how we see we are go, Netherlands, may I hope for an open game, and if the game can finish with more than 5 goals, that would have cool, like a narrow 3-2 victory, one of them type of game there, or if we can hold them to 1 goal, that even better, 3-1 or 2-0, 2-1, Me confident because say the players that come back, Dominic Solanke come back, and all of them players there. Say me I gonna have a really good bench where can, regardless of what I go on, I'm gonna have a bench where I can call upon for changes in the game, and it, you know, especially with how the last game go, we need to build upon a winning streak, 1-0 from Man City, early goal. Yeah, we need to bounce back now and get a winning streak going where we can climb up the table. Yeah.
Mhm. Sound good, sound good.
And just
So,
for the players, them, go there and do what them to do. Get the ball
tomorrow,
rolling.
yeah. So tomorrow, you hope for your 3 points tomorrow as well.
Well, really and truly, it's a positive result. One against AZ Alkmaar. Me I look for a positive result versus AZ Alkmaar. And a victory is nice. And if Troy Parrott can have a good game, that would have better too. That would have better too.
But can he play against Tottenham since he's loaned from
No, on a
Tottenham?
loan, on a loan, on a loan.
Permanent.
Yeah, it's a permanent deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah,
that means that tomorrow is gonna be a good game then.
yeah, Tottenham versus AZ Alkmaar are gonna be an exciting game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, it for me, Dan Kulusevski now play, so it gonna be an interesting perspective because him is a player who played every game so far for the Tottenham season. So
Mm-hmm.
first game there and Kulusevski now play, and it make it more for me. That make it more exciting because they can now play. I'm gonna see what them are going with. I'm gonna see what them are going with.
Because the main fighter out of a team, in a team not really did it right now.
We still have a captain
Basically.
though. We still have a
Yeah.
captain, H. Minson. Still have a captain, so we have a strong squad. We have a strong squad, like personally, I'm glad to say, like all of the talk pan Ang, you would have said
Mm-hmm.
all of the talk pan Ang getting sacked. It look like that over with and the team are built for pass. Like the rest of the season, you can hear from how them are the interviews, them I think about how we are gonna build on the squad next season, who we are gonna move on, and all of them things. We all get linked to players already. Like Lamine Camara, we get linked to that player there as a midfielder. We can come at Tottenham. So I'll start watch players already to see what really are going. And we have a club in Belgium.
That a youth from Monaco.
Lamine Camara from Monaco, yes. Lamine Camara from Monaco. Yeah, we're linked to that player right now. I might get a lot of talk about, so I just feel see me, Tottenham need a left-footed defender. We need another central midfielder. And if anybody are going, we have to replace them. So for me, going to the summer now, two players, I look for add to the squad. Regardless of anybody outside I leave, have to get replaced. And then two more players are add to the size of the squad based on what it currently is right now. Because we see how the season go. Like last year, we started so good until the Chelsea game. Remember the two red card, the 4-1 in an extra time? You remember that game there? Nicholas Jackson hat trick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember Eyeline, ridiculous Eyeline,
Yeah,
remember,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
me
we go,
remember
we
that.
go, we go until this last season. This year, I think we go till about December. So if we can continue add more players to the squad, it's not gonna be a ridiculous highline again. It's gonna be a sustainable team where you can push as hard as you want to go for the entire season, and that's what we are looking for from Tottenham. Say we are doing this for so long, at times we can compete for 4 competitions again. It's been, well, from me one Tottenham fan, we never see Tottenham do that yet. Never see Tottenham compete for 4 competitions yet. We always no miss the cup them, whether FA or Carabao Cup. And if we are going good in like Europe or Champions League, we would have stopped miss the league. So if say we are getting players, the squad I improve and the squad I increase, we are can be like Man City which is the only club we do it. Chelsea used to do it in Abramovich days, but Chelsea have Tad Bohila now. So if we can do like Real Madrid, yeah, we can use Real Madrid too. And where's there, for reach at that level there, say every competition we're going to, we expect to win the competition. That's why we are competing in competition to win, not to participate, and just feel that mentality they grow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Sounds good.
So
Sounds good.
I just, I know, if you actually do it, if you actually do it.
So what are your expectations for Tottenham this season? Personally, when you expect them to win a cup or what exactly? What
Alright,
are your
so
expectations?
may I say from the start of the season, I did the same we do as best as possible. when we just start this, when we just start this,
Mm-hmm.
it is still a aim for win a domestic cup and the Europa League. So now the only thing that I fit Tottenham are the Europa League. So we want to win the Europa League, and if, as high up the table Tottenham can go, but that's what I want to see, because regardless of what going on, if we can't play, so it very intriguing. Me would I say it's intriguing right now, because for staying in Europe this year, right now Tottenham have to go win all our games them in the league. We climb up there about 36 I play for or 33. It's supposed to reach 33. How much games left in the season? 11 games left in the season, yeah? 33 points left to play for now, and 33 points only league we can win. Well, Tottenham officially can't win the league again. 33 points put we are second. So, in my mind right now, Tottenham can still finish second. It might sound crazy and whatever. Based on points tally though, Tottenham can still finish second. So, my mindset right now, may I aim to finish second, and as close to that, yeah, and with the Europa League, the
With the
players
Europa
get the
League.
opportunities, the players that get the opportunities just do them best and see how far we can go in it. Because the reality of it, we see how the season go. So I'm glad to say Christian Romero is coming back now, Mickey Van de Ven is coming back, Dominic Solanke. Yes, it's good for have all of them players there. They and
So you
Kulusevski out
think
though.
that player, when we talk about Christian Romero for a little bit, I think that player can go one season without getting injured.
So with Christian Romero, him now injury prone this season alone, that the previous seasons them would have complained saying him get red cards easily, you know.
Okay.
And
So
then
this season I first him injured.
and the funny thing about it is because him now plays aggressive again, you know. So yeah, it's like him stop get red cards now, but he might get injured. So it's like for Christian Romero, from what me see, he have to strike a balance, because he get the aggression. He have to protect himself, but him can't overdo it, because the end of the day, just like how him no want get injured, me not think him fear pre injure anybody either. So I just feel him find a balance. Good player, like really good player.
Good player me think too. Just the same, just that saying
Yeah,
still
like, people
can't
will
see
say
the
my
best
best player at
sign.
club. People say Cristiano Romero best player at club. To me though, it has to be H-Min Son, Young Min Son, my best player at club. It's debatable though with Cristiano Romero. It's debatable.
Yeah.
And then Kulusevski are joining the conversation, too. So it a go on, I just feel sustain what Bale, because this season it's easy to forget how much things Tottenham accomplish in terms of like just the club itself. We
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't normally have so much players, We wouldn't normally still think like this, despite when we look on the table, them would have normally sacked the manager already and start repeat the cycle. That never happened this time though. That never happened this time. So obviously how much the board I go, like Daniel Levy and Enoch them, how much Daniel Levy them actually support and help him with the director to continue build Panua going so that the club can compete in all competitions that yeah, just that.
Personally, me think Tottenham supposed to compete still. With that the new stadium they are now compete is a joke. So them need to get it right now with Daniel Levy. Full time in my chairman fee from me know Tottenham. So him need to get it right now. So the team can compete on the pitch now, in the table, in the leagues and stuff, you know?
And to just get out of the mentality because that's why me support Pasticagalo because he might make a huge at the same way Daniel Levy them. Daniel Levy them weren't no football people. They were just rich, and they bought the club. So with the amount of years where them there in the Premier League, them do a good job for based on 'cause when you think about football, and all of them clubs there, Tottenham could have get relegated like Aston Villa them, like Leicester them, like all of them clubs there, cause in a reality, based on the things where Tottenham win at the level that Tottenham supposed to, Daniel Levy them though, how them grow the club, it make we stay at, right now we can't say top four club. So a big six club, yeah, that make Tottenham stay in the big six for how long we did that and we just keep at that level. The problem I say now, it peak, Tottenham get Conte, Antonio Conte, Tottenham get Jose Mourinho, all of them coach there, like when you get them top level coach there and you realize that the same cycle because Daniel Levy them
But Tottenham was a bigger team than Manchester City when me see our support now.
well not necessarily because Manchester City owned by the Abu Dhabi them people there them
Yeah, but Daniel
them
Levy
enough
was the owner before. Daniel Levy was the owner before the Abu Dhabi them take over
Man
Manchester
City, yeah,
City.
yeah. And I mean, the new
And
owners,
based
them in
on
the football,
what me I
the
say
City Group,
is,
the
yeah,
City
what me
Group,
I say is
yeah.
personally, right? Is you say Daniel Levy was a rich man when he take over the team. But personally, Tottenham was in a better stance as a football club than Manchester City was. And over the past decade, me go use decade, Manchester City surpassed that, fly past that like
That
10 times. Like 10 times them
City
past that.
Group, as my that because City have the City Group, they have so many football clubs over the world and in so many different countries. Like Daniel Enoch can't compete with that. Enoch are just Enoch. It's just like like Manu of the Glazers, where how much of them that like Tottenham owned by like when I say own, I mean like the majority shareholder of them are like just 5 or 6 people, if so much, Tottenham. But like, and enough
Yeah,
people
but what me I
and
say
enough people
is,
own Tottenham. So that
mhm,
people don't understand say at the level where just a small percentage of people Tottenham are do good. Man City is a football club. Tottenham just have become a football club. Like a football club with the highest team. Because Daniel Levy, who are they? Nobody never know
but
them
no one
before.
know the Arabs before them take over Manchester City. I went
PSG
where
from
after them take over man
PSG,
after them set
PSG.
after them take over Manchester City, that's when them come in with the multi diverse club thing. That's after them take it over. Whilst Daniel Levy was the chairman in Tottenham and him never think about that before or did him
Well,
when
as I said, the people
mhm.
who bought Manchester City were already in football before they bought Manchester City. You know, with the thing with Daniel Levy, them Americans, going football. Remember America soccer thing, you know. It's like them are like the first set of Americans or whatever. I don't know who was there. Cause Liverpool did it too. I think Liverpool are Americans too. Liverpool are supposed to Americans too. So like the Americans them will go England, go try have an impression there. If we compete with Arabs like in terms of money, they can't compete, you know. That's why they bring in fair play, financial fair play, because the Arabs have oil. So they have unlimited money, you know. So I just that's them have to find a way to not happy. That's what they did. Like some guidelines where you can pass a certain amount of money without generating it through football, which is what Tottenham did. Tottenham at Spurs, you know, which is what Spurs did. Spurs did that.
When they do that?
I mean, look on the club, a
No,
Spurs
me I ask, I'm
football.
asking because I don't know, so I'm
Right
asking you
now, me talk
when.
about the club right now, a Spurs football build that. A Spurs
Okay.
football built right now, where we have see as Tottenham, that a Spurs football. Yeah, you know. So it take a time because I'm not like, you know, when the club, you see the club, the that exponential thing will go on in the late teens, 20 teens, when we get Fabio Parasiti from Juve, and then him teach Daniel Levy the game. At that time, they still start can buy players like Perisic them. Cause remember, Ian Di Maria get linked to Tottenham, and them did at this Tottenham, so they would have played for Tottenham. That are like, you know, that are the brand where Tottenham did have. Like recently now, since the Italian influence we got through Tottenham, we see so many high profile players start playing for Tottenham. And why we can, you know, why people think of Tottenham. And Hurricane, you know, credit to Hurricane. Hurricane do it. You know, Hurricane are like probably the best English striker ever. Yeah? Who knows? You know?
RBL do it before Harry.
They never do it at Tottenham though. Yeah, you forget like Hurricane like
Because what me can personally remember, me can personally
2010.
remember, me
2010.
can personally remember Harry, Gareth Bale and Luka Magic before
Yeah,
Harry
yeah,
Kane.
2010,
So
2010.
me can remember that the Tottenham there before even
Yeah,
Harry
yeah,
Kane
yeah,
Tottenham. You understand?
yeah.
And the Tottenham with Luka Magic and Gareth Bale was a much better Tottenham than the Tottenham with Harry Kane. Me personally think that. Back then, where
No,
if
like honestly,
where personally if the chairman did a think about winning and not
yeah, at
money,
that point, that's true, that's
if
true.
him did a think about winning titles and not money, him wanna sell, think fi sell him best player them to Real Madrid
Come
and
on,
them
Gareth Bale
player
though,
them,
Gareth
them
Bale
team
though. We
them.
could have keep Gareth Bale. We could have keep Gareth Bale based on the season him have. We not ever did qualify for the Europa League there, you know. And Gareth Bale did the best player in the league. And him I never want Tottenham Academy player. And buy with it by Gareth Bale. You know, it's different with Hurricane because Hurricane got through the Tottenham Academy. Gary Bale and buy we buy him. So with so much cash out that is just the thing with him. And Gary Bale money help to elevate Tottenham because of Gary Bale man we get Christian Eriksen. And Christian Eriksen,
Well,
yeah.
well, personally, me kinda excited to see what Tottenham go do in this next five years. You know, so hopefully let's see if them can turn over
And
things
Pasticagalo, if we stick
and
with Ang Pasticagalo, we are going to win a lot of things. If we stick with Ang Pasticagalo. Otherwise, if we don't stick with Ang Pasticagalo, we know the cycle already and it just like a continue. So I just all eyes on Daniel Levy them to see what them do, you know, because
Mhm.
you see how you go and Pastica go build something and the players believe in him. So I just feel continue push it and you know the players them I believe in a reward him. You know them players that turn up field so that Tottenham can go and go down, you know,
Mhm.
the people them will feel better invest more in the club, you know, because
Sounds good. Sounds good.
oh yeah, yeah. Now with that young Dejan Kulusevski won't be playing though. it's a little less exciting for me. I just hope that the players that play them go and go down win the game. Right now, this is soon done,
Yeah. Maybe we can wrap up, you know.
Yeah, and then we'll have to start on new Zoom because it all cut off anyways like last time. So guys, yeah, thanks for watching. Whoever watch it, yeah, more promotion, honestly. Yeah, yeah.